Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I want to go over a minimalist key fob or a compact key holder. This is the KeySmart from a company called KeySmart, and this is the compact key holder. Packaging's not too terribly impressive. This is the extended edition, and I think for Amazon has different prices than what the KeySmart company has. But for 20 bucks, you can get the extended edition, which is this one, which holds from 2 to 10 keys. If you want the slightly more compact one, you can get the normal version, not the extended version, which holds 2 to 8 keys. So you get a piece of cardboard that holds the bag together. You get some spacers for the keys, and I think these are two, it's kind of hard to see, two little extenders here in the middle that increase the width here. So like right now we can fit probably 4 keys on each side, and then this will make, with those little spacers that it comes with, will make it a little bit wider to fit the maximum number of keys. Now it does have some spacers on here already, which is good. And the real kicker for me was this little, kind of looks like a pop tab here on the end. If I can get a little bit closer on that, so I can clip my car keys to it. There are 1,000,001 of these key organizers out there, but I really think KeySmart was the right buy, and here's why. There's 1,000,000 of them out there. This is the one that I currently use. It's one that you can find at like CVS or Walgreens or, you know, random drugstores. And it's okay. You know, it has the same design, and it's stupid thick up here. This is ridiculous, and I can't get rid of this because it has a stupid flashlight on either side. What in the shit do I need that for? That is the dumbest thing. It barely works. It barely works half the time. It's so dim. It's stupid. Take these batteries out here. I tried to slim this down. I really couldn't. The way that they designed this is just freaking garbage. And then this is what I have for my car keys. Normally, I have it at the end of the keys, but when I move my keys in and out, it slips to the middle. But I love having this. It's so much nicer. I hate keys and change jiggling in my pockets. I never like change. I never carry any cash on me because I don't need any cash, and that means I get change. And when I get change back, I hate change jingling around in my pocket, and I just hate it. So this is why I got another key organizer too. But this one is just awful. It's 20 bucks, drugstore. This is not what you want. Spend the money, get something like this. This did start on Kickstarter, like many other projects, and it has, you know, basically the same stuff. You can take it apart with a penny or a screwdriver, whatever you got. It's got spacers in the middle, just like, you know, my keys have currently. But one of the things it lacks is something up top here to hold your car keys. And that's the big problem with a lot of these key organizers. Yeah, you organize my keys, but you can't fit a car key in here. So what are you going to do about the car keys? A lot of companies like Orbit Key. Orbit Key was another company that I was considering. They have very nice leather ones, but they only work in one direction, so it's like half of this, and there's just a leather loop here. So you can't have keys on both sides. So you can only hold half as many keys as this, and it costs twice as much. They start at $40, and it still doesn't have an attachment for your car keys. So your car keys either have to get attached to the leather, or you got to like work out something else, or you can spend another $5 and get the attachment to be able to hold your car key. This comes with it. There are other accessories you can get. They sell little flash drives that you can put in here, but most flash drives will fit in here anyway. So let's put this together, I guess. So I'll take mine apart. I like to really crank mine on there, so I've got to get a little screwdriver to loosen this up. And I carry a lot of keys anyway. I have 8 keys on this one, and I have like 3 for the apartment, 1 for my parents' house, and then I've got, I think, 3 or 4 for work. I'd like to carry more keys because I've got, keys to like gym lockers and safety deposit boxes and PO boxes and a whole bunch of other stuff. But like this is, look how big that is. That's the whole size of this key ring. That's ridiculous because it has to have that stupid flashlight in there. So they don't include any instructions with this. That's fine. I'm not worried about it. We'll see how many keys can fit on here. There is a little bit of trial and error with building these. I've built my own before, and I almost did a video on it. Just stuff that you can find in a hardware store. Any hardware store. And it didn't really turn out the way that I wanted to. So I eventually caved and bought a couple of these minimalist key rings, and here we are. So I guess that'll stay on the end. Their spacers are, I feel like a little bit cheaper. I am going to put these little spacers on here. So little metal spacers here just are pre-threaded, so they screw into here like that. So you can see the size difference. That's stock, and that is with the extender that's on there. The little black O-rings are the ones that came from my existing key ring. The red ones, they're made out of basically the same stuff, just kind of a little like rubber composite O-ring. And with these, it's a little bit difficult. If I can pick it up. You can see with the distance that's right here, not all of the keys, I'm holding the keys on. If I let this go, they will not hang on the ring. So half of the ring is on the screw here. The other half of the ring is on here. Slight design flaw in my mind, because you stack the keys on here, then put the top on. This doesn't need to be any longer than a top screw. So it'll make my life a little bit harder putting it on this way. Also, tip for someone who hasn't done this before, I like having my keys face inside, so that when I flip the key out, it's already in the right direction. If you were to put the key the other way, like if I were to put the key on this way, then the sharp side is always pointing out. And then normally when you go to flip this out, it'll be upside down, unless you flip it all the way past through the other keys that are sitting over here like this, and then on. Another problem that some of these key organizers have is, you see, this key is a work key, and it's a lot longer than a normal key. So some of these do protrude a little bit, just because, like orbit key, for example. These don't fit on an orbit key because orbit keys only accommodate normal size keys like this. Well, not every key is a normal size key. Looking at you, orbit key. See what I mean about the whole trial and error? That is screwed all the way tight. So with that spacer that I added, I've got room for about another key. So I'm going to have to go find another key to put on there, because right now that's not going to work. That'll still jingle in my pocket. Now I could use some of the spacers from the other and fill that in, but they don't actually give you spacers for 10 keys. If they do, it'll be scraping against the outside rails, and I don't like that because that creates a little odd noise. So I probably will wind up using some of my own, but I'm going to put this together. I do like the size of this. It's really, really great. I don't like the pain in the neck screw. This is the screw, for example, from that little cheap CVS one that I had. You can see that it's only long enough to be the end cap. So you build all of the keys on the other side, then put the cap on. This is the one from KeySmart, and it's half of the puzzle there. So you have to build like half of the keys on one side and half of the keys on the other side, and then try to thread them together or thread this down through half of the keys. It's a real pain in the neck. Ooh, allergies today. But I'm going to get back to building this. I'm going to post some pictures when I'm done on my social media accounts. If you don't follow me on social media, follow me there. It is a little bit of trial and error with getting these together, but I am happy with the product. It's well built. I mean, they're pretty... It's really hard to screw up a key organizer, but there are a lot of companies that go out there and do that. So this is the KeySmart from a company called KeySmart. It is made here in the United States, so I am happy to hear that. It is laser engraved on here, which is kind of nice. It is made from aircraft aluminum, stainless steel, whatever that means. But I think this is definitely the good option for a key organizer. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you have one. If you do have one and you're having issues with it, let me know all those quirks, because I am interested to hear what you guys have to say about this. But like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. I know it kind of dragged on a little bit. Questions or comments, leave in the section below. And then make sure you're subscribed and you check me out on social media, because I'll be posting pictures and other things when this is all done and built. And I'm not going to make a 20-minute long video of me just trying to trial and error this together. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.